Hello everyone, it is good to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Tonight we're going to make a very simple but tasty recipe. It's just baked boneless chicken thighs. Normally when I buy chicken, I just buy chicken breast because I like white meat. But also the thighs are more tender. So we're going to go ahead, and I had 6 that I have to use up. Sale by date is December 7th and today is the 9th. So I got to use this chicken up. You asked me, Tanya, why do you buy this food if you're going to have to make it? A lot of times I just look when there's a good deal, I'll buy it and hope that I feel like making it. So it gives me an excuse to make different things for you here on Dee's Delights. Tonight for this you're going to need 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, which I have here, and the price is $5.77 for 6. So you figure if you have 1 or 2 per person, you could feed 3 people for about $6 plus your sides. And the sides with this, I'm going to make some roasted vegetables. I got the recipe from a friend named Janice Pittman Hurley. She went to Bedford High School. She graduated with my sister Jody 3 years ahead of me. And she was kind enough to give me a few healthy recipes. But the roasted vegetables just caught my eye, and I thought, you know, I'm not a fan of vegetables, but if prepared correctly, they can be delicious to people like me. Now, I know some of you just love vegetables, and that's great because it is healthy for you, and chicken meat is healthy for you too. So let's get started. First, if you have already marinated your chicken, which you have not because I haven't given you the ingredients, you would preheat your oven to 425. But we don't want to do that quite yet. We're going to marinate the chicken for at least a half hour. I'll probably marinate mine for a couple of hours because I'm doing it right now, and then later on I'll prepare it. So at least a half an hour. You could do this maybe the day ahead, the evening ahead, but you'll want to at least do it for 30 minutes. So let's get started. You are going to need, for this recipe, 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, 1/3 cup extra virgin olive oil. I do not have extra virgin, but I do have olive oil. That's going to have to do. 1/4 cup low sodium soy sauce. I don't have low sodium, but I do have soy sauce. 1/4 cup Dijon mustard. I don't have Dijon mustard, but I do have the classic yellow, which I looked up. I can substitute for. Might have a little different flavoring, but we're okay with that. 2 tablespoons of honey. And it does say 2 tablespoons of packed brown sugar. So I did pack this down, and I like Domino's dark brown. So I packed this down. 1/8 of a cup is equivalent to 2 tablespoons. You will need 2 cloves, garlic, minced. I have my cloves in here, my 2 cloves. They're pretty nice sized cloves. We need 2 teaspoons fresh thyme leaves. I guess that's how you say it, T-H-Y-M-E, thyme. 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme leaves, and I'm going to use oregano instead. We're going to need some kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, and I do have some kosher salt. And it's not freshly ground, but it is black pepper. And then we'll need 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. If any of you remember or have watched when I did the ham tetrazzini, oh my, I used way too much of this crushed red pepper. I learned my lesson. This is 1/4 teaspoon, which I think we can handle in this recipe. But these are hot. So if you don't want it in, get rid of it. These are hot. So I'm going to mix all of that up, and then I'm going to put my chicken into my 9x13. I think I hear my phone ringing. Hold on, folks. So let's get started. Let's mix everything up. I'll mince my garlic. Okay. 1/3 cup virgin olive oil, or regular. Put that in there. And today I will be using the blue bowl, and we're going to toss this up. So guess what? I'm going to put the lid on top. Once we mix all that, put the chicken in, I'm going to toss it around. That'll be good. What's next? 1/4 cup low sodium soy sauce. Well, I have regular sodium soy sauce. So here goes 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup Dijon mustard. Well, I have regular, old classic. Get all that in there. And I'm not a mustard fan, like on sandwiches and stuff, but I will eat it in recipes. 2 tablespoons of honey. I love honey. Let's go ahead and pour 2 tablespoons. I better do this over here. This comes out pretty fast. Yep. But who wouldn't want a lot of honey? 2 tablespoons packed brown sugar. Well, that's packed in there pretty tight. There again, my theory is the more sugar, the better it tastes. 2 cloves garlic minced. Okay, let's get these little boogers out of here. I love cooking in the kitchen because I'm a klutz. I can't help it. I'm not really klutzy. Just in some ways I have been known to be klutzy. Let's see, 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme. Let's see, you know what? I'm going to check to see if I'm saying that correctly. Thyme pronunciation. Thyme pronunciation. Let's try it.
Time.
Oh yeah, thyme. Just like T-I-M-E. Why don't they spell it like T-I-M-E? Why would you spell it T-H-Y-M-E? Thyme. Thyme leaves. Okay, well it doesn't really matter because I'm using oregano. So let's see here. I don't know if I need quite as much. Then we'll season with salt and pepper after the fact. Red pepper flakes. Definitely want to do only 1/4 teaspoon of that, so we do not burn our mouth. I think this is about 1/4 teaspoon. Look at this little baby thing. These are dangerous here. 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, just to give it a little bit of. So let's see, in large bowl combine oil, soy sauce, Dijon, honey, brown sugar, garlic. Garlic. Oh, that was okay. I'm okay, that was my minced garlic. I was thinking of garlic powder or garlic salt. Sorry folks, I'm okay. I've just been taking care of too many people here. Thyme and red pepper flakes. Season with salt and pepper. Add chicken thighs and toss. Okay, well then I'm going to just throw a little salt and pepper in here. So we'll just, well, don't want to open that up. So I'll just ruin everything there. Make sure that's staying in there. Just season a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, got a little bit in there. Let's mix this up, see what we got. I see my little garlic chunks. Add chicken thighs and toss to combine. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do you guys know what that song is from? Acres is the place to be. Do you guys remember watching that as a kid? Petticoat Junction, that was coming up next. Cool. I loved Green Acres. Loved it. I have to rewatch it again to remember much about it, but I can just remember enjoying it as a kid. So lots of times I'll go do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, sorry. It's just, I don't know why I do that. Okay, let's put the chicken in. We're going to toss it around. I'm only going to do a piece or two at a time. If I can get this open. See, now you'll have that in your head. Okay, 2 pieces are going in with my handy dandy lid. Makes it easy. We're tossing this around. You can get your exercising in while cooking. I better stop. I need to get this chicken done. I gotta go to the grocery store here soon. Okay, so here is this. 1, 2. I need the other 2 in. Did you see how quickly I caught that? See if I can do that again. No. Okay, let's see here. So what we need to do is marinate this. Let marinate for at least 30 minutes. So my chicken is in my pan. Remember, at least 30 minutes. And I'll be back. Pop it in the oven and we'll work on the roasted vegetables. So for the roasted vegetables, which Janice gave me, you can use any combination you want. So if you have some vegetables you like, wash them, dice them up, put them on the tray, and you'll be good to go. But this is what Janice uses. She uses 1 green pepper, which I like green peppers. She uses 1 red pepper, 1 sweet onion. Now I don't have a sweet one, and I tried to get some at the store and they didn't have them, so I have a yellow onion. 1 large box of mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom fan, and I asked Doug, so we decided to pass on that, but I know there's a lot of mushroom lovers out there. So you would get 1 large box of mushrooms. It says 2 zucchini and 2 yellow squash. Well, I just picked up a zucchini because it's just going to be for Doug and and I'm going to kind of cut this back a little bit. And you know, one time when I was at the grocery store, I had a cucumber, and the lady said, "Is that a cucumber?" And I looked at her funny, and I thought, well, of course it's a cucumber. Why are you asking this crazy question? Well, here today I have the zucchini, and it looks practically like a cucumber. And I thought, oh wow, except the cucumber wouldn't have this thing sticking out of it. But I thought, oh my gosh, no wonder she asked that. She thought, when I think of a zucchini, I think of this monstrosity, this big, huge thing. But here's a little baby zucchini, looks like a cucumber. So I just got 1 of those. She uses 2 yellow squash. I didn't pick up any of that. Half small bag mini carrots. So I assumed this was a small bag. It's a 16 ounce, so I'm going to use about 8 ounces of carrots. Doug loves carrots. 1 small head of broccoli, and I'm just using the broccoli florets, but you can get 1 small head. And then 1 small head of cauliflower. This is rather large, so I'm going to cut this in half and use this. And then I thought I would also wash a few potatoes and put those on, dice them up. So next I'll wash and dice up all of these vegetables, and then I will put them on 2 greased baking sheets, all the while my oven is heating up to 425. So I'll be right back. Oh my, that was a lot of vegetables. I have everything chopped up into chunks. I washed everything. I peeled the potatoes. So I am going to grease my cookie sheets with olive oil, which I've already done. The oven is preheated at 425. We're going to put all the vegetables on both of these trays. So first, I'm going to just throw everything on. Then I'll worry about mixing it around later. Janice, I hope I'm doing this right. Okay, I'm going to drizzle some oil on top of that. I'll put a little bit more there. Okay, lightly sprinkle some salt. This salt comes out pretty fast on this one. And lightly sprinkle pepper. Pepper doesn't come out quite as fast. Okay, this is going in the oven for 40 minutes, and it says bake for 40 minutes and stir once midway. So after 20 minutes, I'm going to stir it. So we'll put these in. And the chicken's only going to take about 12-15 minutes, so we'll do that last. I'll set it for 20 minutes so I don't forget to stir them up. And remember, that is at 425, and I'll be back in about 20 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes, so I'm going to stir it. You can hear the vegetables sizzling. Instead of stirring it over the heat, I'm just going to bring it out here real quick. Whoops. There went a chunk of green pepper on the floor. See if I can get this over here now. This is the little tray. Going back into the oven. I don't have any balsamic vinegar, and that's what we're going to do. Over each tray, well, one of my trays is smaller than the other. It says pour a 1/4 cup balsamic vinegar over each tray and mix vegetables. What I'll do is just mix up, make 1/2 cup, and then pour what I feel on each tray, since they're different sizes. But since I don't have any balsamic vinegar, I am going to use cider vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and mix a little brown sugar in with it. That should make it a little bit more like balsamic. You could either use, for every tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, you use 1/2 teaspoon of either brown sugar, regular sugar, or honey. So I'm going to use brown sugar. And then once the vegetables are cooked, we will sprinkle that over it, mix it in, and voila. And that's a lot of veggies. Might need to use the purple bowl for this one. So I'll be back in about 17 minutes, and then we're going to put the chicken in the oven for about 15. And guess what I got? You just have 2 magnets on the back, a digital thermometer. Let's see how this works. What they say to do, watch out here. How cool is that? Right there. Digital thermometer, turn on the light, and I will probe the chicken, and it says when we do the chicken, when it reaches 165 degrees. Right now it's showing 71.5 degrees in here. We'll see how that works, see if it goes back down. Probably have to push that in to make it go back down. Clicked till I need it. Handy dandy right there on the side of the fridge. Be back soon. The vegetables are just about done. The chicken thighs, when they were in a package, were kind of folded over upon themselves. So I flattened them out. That way they'll bake quicker. And I don't know if I should be doing that or not, but that's the way they're getting baked, because it's only going to take 12 to 15 minutes. And I don't want them to be rolled over so that the center doesn't get done. So this way, the center should get done. See the tenderness of it. If I get my glasses all steamed up. Yep, I think things are cooking quite nicely. The fork test, the famous fork test. Okay, I'm going to take the vegetables out, and we're going to put the chicken in. And the chicken is $4.25 for 12 to 15 minutes. Then we're going to broil for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to check it in 12. Really was convenient that they both cooked at the same temperature. So I'm going to put the veggies in a bowl. You know what? Do I need that big of a bowl? Yeah, I better. Okay. See if I can do this without dropping anything. God, this tray's kind of heavy with just one hand. My co-worker would have loved the mushrooms in this. She just loves mushrooms. She piles them on everything. It's really gross. Can you put that dish right on my countertop? I swear to goodness. Let's get this on the stove. Okay, here it is. Gonna mix them around. Here's part of a zucchini. And pour some of this over top. Smells good. Let's see here. We'll try a piece of broccoli. That is good. Try a little bit of zucchini. Very good. Very good. Let's try a piece of potato. That was good. I probably used almost a half cup. I don't think I have as many vegetables here as Janice does. So that just made it nice and light, flavorful. Something healthy finally from Dee's Delights. Thank you, Janice Pittman Hurley. I will send you a $25 check for helping me out with this. If you don't want it, Janice, give it to a charity. Give it to the food bank. Give it to a friend. Cauliflower is good too. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our chicken will be done in about 8 minutes till we turn it to broil. I'll be right back. Getting ready to try the handy dandy digital thermometer. This will be the first time I've ever used it to test anything. So let's get ready. Make it click into place. It's almost ready for me to use this for the first time ever here on Dee's Delights. I know it's exciting stuff. By the way, Janice, those were absolutely delicious. I've already had a huge bowl of those vegetables. Even though I'm not a big vegetable fan, baking them in the oven and putting that vinegar over top just adds that nice touch. I really like them. I hope my parents do too. I'm sure they will. They like vegetables. Let me check. Wait, better give it another minute. It's only been 12. This actually is dangerous looking. You know, you wouldn't want a small child or even an elderly person who falls. Or probably I shouldn't have it either in the kitchen because somebody could you know, ram themselves, poke their eye out. So be very cautious with your digital thermometer. Okay, it says to put it in the biggest part of the meat. I'll turn the light on. So let's see. Okay, it's at 161. We'll let it in for 3 more minutes. That's great. So much better than my ancient one, which I did toss. Okay, it's going back down. Just give it a few more minutes. I would say when you reheat these vegetables, you'll want to reheat them back in the oven or an air fryer or somewhere. Microwave always makes stuff soggy. So if I were to reheat these, which I will, I am going to put it probably in the oven. Put it on a tray again and just reheat it in the oven. Keep that crispiness. Okay, I'm going to try it again. Let's see here. Woo! I'll try the big section again. Okay, it's at 165. Good enough. That took about 14 minutes at 425. Oh, wait. I want to broil now. Broil, broil, broil for 5 minutes. Almost didn't follow the directions. So it says to switch oven to broil and broil until sauce starts to thicken slightly, about 5 minutes. So I'll look at it here in a few minutes. But this came in handy, I love it. Got it on Amazon for about 13 bucks, I think. So I'll put this back down in here. Boy, I almost dropped it. Until I hear it click, right on the fridge it goes. And I'll put it up high enough so the grandbabies can't get it. All right. I'm going to take it out a few minutes early. I'm just letting it in for about 3 minutes on the broil. Just give it till it's finished there for 3 minutes. There. Take that out. Don't want to let it in any more than that because that broil really heats that up fast. Before I eat them, I'm just going to let them rest a little bit. 5 thighs, boneless, skinless. Excellent. Hopefully they taste good. They almost can't be bad because of the stuff I put in. It was all good stuff. You just let them rest for a few minutes and then I shall have them. All right, I am going to try one of these. Let's get a plate and act civilized. It's a rather large plate, but it's okay. Let's try one here. Nice and tender. Yep, has a good flavor. I can taste a little bit of that red pepper. Nothing like the tetrazzini though. Very good, very good. Thanks for joining me once again on Dee's Delights. I hope you enjoy your baked chicken thighs and your roasted vegetables. Have a great week, everyone.